Okay, so I am going to read a poem by one of my favorite poets, Oscar Wilde, who was born in 1854, the same year as another one of my favorite poets, Arthur Rimbaud. Oscar Wilde lived until 1900, 1854 to 1900. And this poem is called Magdalen Walks. It's a beautiful nature poem. And it's kind of like how could you critically contextualize it? You would say it's kind of late Victorian, aesthetic, neoclassical, symbolist romanticism. But simply put, it's a beautiful nature poem. Has a lot of internal rhyme, good pacing. The lines are of equal meter. Only 5 stanzas, and each stanza is 4 lines long. Magdalen Walks, and hopefully I can do it justice. Hello. Some of you might not recall me wearing glasses, but I have to wear them to read. The little white clouds are racing over the sky, and the fields are strewn with the gold of the flower of March. The daffodil breaks underfoot, and the tasselled larch sways and swings as the thrush goes hurrying by. A delicate odour is borne on the wings of the morning breeze, the odour of leaves and of grass and of newly upturned earth. The birds are singing for joy of the spring's glad birth, hopping from branch to branch on the rocking trees, and all the woods are alive with the murmur and sound of spring. And the rosebud breaks into pink on the climbing briar, and the crocus-bed is a quivering moon of fire, girdled round with the belt of an amethyst ring. And the plane to the pine tree is whispering some tale of love, till it rustles with laughter and tosses its mantle of green. And the gloom of the wych elm's hollow is lit with the iris sheen of the burnished rainbow throat and the silver breast of a dove. See, the lark starts up from his bed in the meadow there, breaking the gossamer threads in the nets of dew, and flashing adown the river a flame of blue. And flashing adown the river a flame of blue. The kingfisher flies like an arrow and wounds the air. Now, anybody who has ever lived out in the country for a long period of time during the springtime can appreciate this poem. It captures that ambiance perfecto. Mwah. Wilde obviously spent a lot of time on the countryside. So, I've been studying Wilde intensely for the last month or two, and I have been interested in him for 20 years or more. You know, I visited his home in Ireland. I visited all the sites that were relative to Wilde in London. Saw some great plays in Dublin about Oscar Wilde. He's a great wit. He stood up for himself. His life has a moral to teach. And I think he's a fantastic writer. So, I'm hoping to write a 5-act play that will somehow show a different side of Wilde, or just be something fresh, and I hope to submit it. The last time I wrote a play, it was presented at Everything Goes Cafe down in on Bay Street in Staten Island, but maybe this time I'll graduate to Manhattan. Who knows, right? If we can get out of this COVID lockdown, all kinds of things are possible. It'll be truly refreshing. So anyway, that was my reading of Magdalen Walks by Oscar Wilde. Bye bye.